Okay, what's up guys? So I'm gonna be teaching the next 12 beats of the routine. What I'm gonna do is first, I'm gonna play the music and I won't dance the parts that you've already learned. I'm gonna start dancing when the parts that I'm gonna teach you, they come in, so you can match it to the music. So just watch for that, and then you can always just refer back to this, just rewind the video. Okay? So, okay. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm going to be teaching you right now. So let's get started with the first one. The first 4 beats are the mall legs. You already learned them. They just look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? You want to keep your body, you don't want to move side to side. You want just nice high legs. So that's going to be the first 4. Now the arms are going to be 2 different arms. For the first 2, the mall beats, you're gonna have tapia. So tapia basically is, you wanna start with your left arm, right? You always wanna start on your left. At your right ear, you wanna come down and slap around like your knee on your left leg. So it's gonna look like that. The other hand should stay still. It's not gonna be flailing, it's not gonna be up. You just wanna go 1, 2, okay? From the back. 1, 2. So what those beats are going to look like together with the arms and legs is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That was 4, but in the actual mix, we only do 2 of those. The first 2 are going to be 1, 2, tapia. The second 2 arms are going to be something called dole. So dole, the way you do that is you want to take your arms over your head and pretend like your right arm is putting a glove on your left arm. So it should be like 1. You want to end up with like you're flexing. You want to end up like this. So 1, and then when you want to do the other leg and the other arm, you want to go back over, and this time your left arm is going to put a glove on your right arm. 2. So it's going to look like 1, 2. Got it? And the way the legs work with it is every time you come down and flex, your leg should be up. So it should look like 1, 2. All right, now I'm gonna do this facing backwards just so you can see what it'll look like. So if the audience is over there, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Got it? All right. I think we can move on to the next 4 beats. So the next 4 beats are Punjab legs. Punjab legs you learned in the first video. But the ones you learned are like 1, 2, 3, 4. These are gonna be a little different. You're still gonna bounce twice on one leg and then twice on the other, but it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's a small difference, but basically you wanna just keep left leg bouncing and then the right leg bouncing. You wanna make sure the leg that's not bouncing is or like that's not moving up and down is still somewhat bouncing, right? You don't want to be stationary. You don't want to stand on your, you don't want to be flat-footed. You want to stay on the balls of your feet, keep bouncing up and down, keep those mode going, right? Okay, so those are the legs. That's going to be 4 beats of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The arms for the first 2 legs, your left leg, are going to be, you're going to bring your elbows up to your chest, your hands about right here, and you just want to push downwards. Push. You want to end up like this. And so this step is going to be facing to your right. So technically it'll look like this to the audience. 1, 2. Okay? And the way that these hands match up to the legs, every time you bring your leg down, you're going to push down. So it's going to look like 1, 2. Okay? If the audience was back there, 1, 2. Get it? So yeah, with that you just want to remember, keep your arms up, push down. All right, I think that one's good. Those are the first 2 arms for the first 2 Punjab legs. The next 2 are gonna be, I just call them windmill arms, but basically stick your left arm out, palm up, and your right arm is just gonna circle around and clap it like that. Twice. 1, 2. And the way that works with the legs is every time you clap, you go down on your right leg. So again, if you're my audience, this is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? So those are the next 4 beats. Those are the next 4 Punjab legs. So far, what we've learned, let me just recap. It's gonna be do tapiyan, 1, 2, do dole, 1, 2, then turn to your right, and then do 2 Punjab, and then 2 Punjab with your windmill arms, okay? That's what we've learned so far. The next 4 beats are gonna be the mall legs. So the mall legs you've already learned. Again, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. But what's gonna happen is the arms are gonna be different, right? The way I like to explain the arms is a continuation from the last step. When you're doing this for your windmill, you wanna keep this right arm going. So 1, 2, circle around and hit right here. Okay? This is what you want it to look like. So 1, 2, and then hit, right? The actual step is like 1, 2, 3, 4. And so let me just talk about the arm placements. When you hit down the first time, your right arm is gonna be directly in front of your chest. Okay? You wanna keep Punjab hands. Your right arm, right? And your left arm, you stick it straight out, 45 degrees back, 45 degrees up. Right? So it's just gonna be that. Now, the harder part is going from this to this, but basically you wanna just take your arms back from where they came from. I'll show you from the side. If your right arm comes like this, on the mall leg, your right arm is gonna come back, your elbow is gonna be pointing sort of down, backwards behind you, and your left arm is gonna sweep up and go like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just practice that a few times. And now facing backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Feel free to rewind and watch this as many times as you can just to get that down. So a recap of all the steps real quick. I'll face backwards to do it, just so you can see. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.